want to challenge the incumbent Schumer, say, then you can petition. And in the state of New York, it was 15,000 signatures over 6 weeks, which is already a very onerous requirement. John McCain was not able to get on the ballot. He had to file a lawsuit in the state of New York when he ran for president for the Republican nomination. He couldn't make it, couldn't get those 15,000 signatures. So, yeah, so that's already very difficult. And I was bracing myself for that. Oh, and I should say that the Green Party, the Libertarian Party, the Independence Party, they had a provision if you got 1% of the vote or 50,000 votes and you had a candidate for governor or US president, that is a statewide candidate, not US Senate, but those two seats, and you got over 50,000 votes, you would get ballot status. So in 2018, the Libertarian Party, the Green Party, the Serve America Party, they all had over 50,000 votes for their gubernatorial candidates. So they were all supposed to be on the ballot automatically, have a nominating convention, and be able to have their slate on the ballot. Well, to get rid of the frivolous candidates, whom, if you add them all up, over 250,000 people in New York voted for these frivolous candidates. You had to disenfranchise those 250,000 voters and say, no, it's going to be 150 or 130,000 votes and 45,000 signatures in 6 weeks, which no one in the state had ever done before. So they made an impossible, what they intended to be an impossible requirement, just coming off the end of COVID lockdowns and everything else, to get this number of signatures. And the Libertarian Party, the Green Party, everyone else failed to qualify. I did that. I turned in 66,000 signatures. We did not hire people to do this. I did not pay people to do this. I said, we are in danger of nuclear war. That's the issue. That's what I'm going to raise in this campaign. And people signed. They don't want nuclear war. So I got on the ballot. So I met their stupid, arbitrary requirement. Then they decided to have a debate between Schumer and a fellow named Joe Pinion, who was the Republican nominee for US Senate. So I called the station, Optimum, is that what, yeah. And I said, look, or not I, but my campaign manager, this must be an oversight because Diane Sare met this outrageous requirement. She got 66,000 signatures to be on the ballot. She is on the ballot. There's only 3 candidates. She should be included in the debate. And the cable station said, oh no, we have our own requirements and she didn't make it. So we said, well, what is that? Well, she has to get 15% of the vote in the opinion polls. Well, I was already onto this because my petitioners had called the office and said, a couple people called in. We got called about who we're voting for US Senate. And when we said we're voting for Diane Sare, we were told that wasn't an option.
Right.
So you have an opinion poll, which doesn't even allow people to say they're voting for me, on which I have to get 15% of the vote to be allowed in the debate. So it was pretty unbelievable, really unbelievable. I mean, not unbelievable, but it's believable. We're in a totalitarian state right now, but outrageous. And the terrible thing is the voters don't know this. That may be the worst. The voters actually don't realize that the reason why there's no one to vote for is because all the interesting candidates have been thrown off the ballot before you even get into the polling place.
Yeah, and to give some other examples, a similar thing happened with Tulsi Gabbard. I can't remember if it was 2016 or 2020, but they kept her off at least a few of the debate stages by simply changing their polling requirements. She's got to get 3% in the poll. Oh, never mind, it's 5%. Oh, it's 7% or whatever, just to keep her off the debate stage. Matthew Hoh, a Green Party candidate in North Carolina, got the number of ballot signatures well over needed to be in the Democratic primary. And then the city council that was Democrats or whatever council, it might not have been a city council, but they just decided to throw out his signatures because they said it was fraud when it wasn't. And then the courts overturned it. So he ultimately did get to run, but the Democratic Party did everything they could to make sure there was not a candidate to their left.
Right. Right. And I'll say the Republican Party in New York nominated Lee Zeldin. There were several Republicans who petitioned to get on the ballot to have a primary, and the Republican Party tried to throw them all off the ballot. And they all had to go to court, and they managed to be on. But I mean, it's really terrible. And it certainly does nothing to encourage people to participate in the process.
Do you feel, and I feel like this naturally gets to this question, do you feel our federal government represents the people in really any way? The large Princeton study I always like to reference from 2014 showed that if the American people want something and it doesn't align with corporate interests, there is 0% chance that it will get through Congress. Like literally, they can't find an example over the past 20 years when something goes through Congress and is accepted by our federal government when it doesn't align with corporate interests.
No, exactly. But unfortunately, I'm afraid the American people have become terribly corrupt as well. And you have to cut it out. I'm maybe this is on my mind because I just read two essays that came from Scott Ritter's Substack. I don't know if you saw them. Kevin, I forget his name, who wrote about the good Ukrainian people, and and basically they're saying that Ritter is being unduly harsh on Ukrainians. There's good Ukrainians, and then Ritter writes back, well, what have they tolerated? I mean, sure, there's a heavy price to pay in Ukraine if you don't go with the narrative, but it's been creeping up for some time. People didn't have to go along with it all that time. It seems harsh, but I look at it here in the United States. People have been too willing to go along with these police state type measures, which have been creeping in. I mean, you can go back to, frankly, the death of Franklin Roosevelt and the McCarthyite witch hunts and J. Edgar Hoover. Then you have the assassinations of the 60s. I mean, 4 of them, right? Both Kennedys, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. Their family members are all saying,
Fred Hampton.
Yeah. We don't believe the narrative. This is not a lone assassin, you know. Then I know from what they did to Lyndon LaRouche, who was running for president, had 250,000 subscribers to a publication. The publication was shut down by the government, and he was framed up on conspiracy charges. And then you have 9/11, which I think, in effect, is sort of the era that we're living in now, where there's no way anyone who thinks about it, you look at what occurred. A bunch of planes are hijacked. The Pentagon is hit, the World Trade Center, and somehow it's supposed to be some guy with kidney failure sitting in a cave in Afghanistan who's coordinating this whole thing. It's just absurd. Didn't happen. There had to be.
Okay. There was just too many things all at once. One thing I wanted to go back to look at what the American people have allowed. And I agree with you partially. I do. Americans have allowed too much. I mean, we live in the largest police state in the world in sense of prison population, the largest prison state in the world, as one of many examples. However, I do think a lot of it is simply believing the propaganda. So, if people are told these things on CNN and MSNBC, and unfortunately they believe them, I don't know that always is just like, oh my God, they allowed that. It could be, oh my God, they believed what was on the news, I suppose. But.
Well, I think that they have more responsibility. Look, if we have a policy that could lead us to a war with Russia, you have an obligation to find out the truth. Now, maybe you are so dumb that you don't realize that the US and Russia both have nuclear weapons, in which case your stupidity may be the end of you and you may die of something else otherwise for being so stupid. I'm not sure. But, or at least your children, I mean, I look at small time corruption. there was a guy, I think he was running for mayor in Trenton, New Jersey, and he had, I forget what it was, $5,000 or something in his freezer. I may not be getting the details right, but people are selling their soul for $100. And partly that's, you could argue it's the economic hardship people are facing. So people feel very desperate. So then they do desperate things.
Yeah, absolutely. We're the largest, the United States is the largest paid blood country in the world. We like 94% or something of paid blood donations comes from the United States, because most countries it's illegal to pay someone for their blood. So the United States has literally become vampiric.
Yeah, no, that's right. But see, that's corrupt. It stinks. And we have to demand ourselves, we have to be better. People should be truthful and demand that others meet the same standard, because when someone says, well, who can I trust, I feel like I can't trust anyone. Well, there's a reason why you're saying that, and then I think you have to look in the mirror and say, am I trustworthy? Am I conducting myself in a way where people should trust? Do I trust myself? um, so this worries me. I think our culture is very bad, and I guess people do get worse if they're depressed. There's a great deal of depression because of the economic collapse. So that is a factor.
There is. So does a lot. So does a lot of this come back to capitalism?
Well, the free trade system, some people today, if they really understood what Alexander Hamilton was doing, would say he was a communist. And he wasn't.
Communist?
Yeah, I mean, Ben Franklin had a whole polemic about people who didn't want to pay taxes. He said, if you don't want to pay taxes, go live in the woods somewhere as a hermit, because if you use the road, if you drink the water or whatever, you're part of a society, you're going to pay taxes. Um, the government has, it's in our Constitution, which is the general welfare. We're supposed to promote the general welfare. What does that mean? It doesn't mean the government's supposed to run and dictate every detail of your life, but it means there are certain guarantees that the government should be responsible for. I mean, imagine trying to build a national high speed rail grid without government oversight on that. A whole bunch of little private state companies trying to connect the rail the right way. It would never work, right? So the
Right.
government has the responsibility for that. Unfortunately, no one seems to read Alexander Hamilton anymore, or the Henry Carey,
Well,
or others.
I think you're getting to something very important, which is it may say, or we may in the slogan of America say, that the government is going to work for the common good in some manner, but the economic system says there is no obligation to the common good. It is all for profit. Every moment, every resource, every drip of water is basically, where can we get profit from this? And that has infected or really taken over the entire system. So the idea that we could have a federal government that is separate from the motivation, the sole motivation of capitalism. And if you talk to, someone on a board of a big corporation, they'll say, I have a legal responsibility to do whatever will get the best value for the
I believe in Medicare for all.
Thank you.
I live, you hear me? Straight from the streets of New York City, it's DJ L7.
Yo, check it out, it's your boy DJ L7. I'm just coming out here, East Tremont, the Bronx. We actually gonna hang out with some hip-hop heads tonight. We are actually the lucky guests of my man here, known as the Surgeon General, hip-hop musician, magician. That's right, it's about to get crazy up in here.
You doing, fellas?
Yeah. We've been here out in New York City. Wrong style, baby. What's up, check out, it's your boy DJ L7. Today I have a very special treat for y'all, yeah? Now you know I love the hip-hop, you know, I go back and actually I'll let my dude just introduce himself. We're in a very special place right now. Go ahead.
Hey folks, how you guys doing? All the hip hops out here. We do stuff for prosthetics. It's a lot of things that I do. So when you hear me talk like this, I don't know where to start from because there's so much.
Check it out, check it out.
Be on time. Listen, it's just a group of us on this tour that's pioneers from the Sugar Hill era. And this brother and his brothers and he brought him in, they killed him. They killed him. Rodney Stone from the Funky 4+1.
One time. Check it out, check it out. Just keep it the way we rock the house. Sure enough, everybody gonna turn it out.
Well, okay, you rock well, cause I rock so well. And every time you hear my name, girl, it rings a bell.
Well, I'm little on the scene making history with all the fly girls yelling, take me.
Outside, rockin', they can't keep stop for all the
Oh.
gonna hit the top.
Well, I'm key, but you can call me Geese. You know the reason why, cause I'm a women pleaser. I'm jazz with the most finesse. And I do it to the rhythm till I do it the best. Now we're the funky four.
I'm the plus one more.
And this is the way we go back and forth.
What? Tell me y'all, Rodney. I'm tired of talking.
He just told you.
Right. Should I say more or should he say more?
This is, what's this? Live?
This live, yeah, right. We go.
No,
That live.
Hey, what's up, bro?
What's up?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Hey, big dog, how you doing? You good? We got more people coming in. Pioneers.
No doubt, no doubt. So, yeah.
Kevin's downstairs.
You go, ready to go. Okay. Kev downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. KK?
No, your cat.
Okay, good. And so we up here, and I just saying, as an activist, you want to have a strong campaign, you want to be on time, and you got to be consistent.
I just want to make it real crystal clear, yeah? I'm trying to turn on the camera right now, but check it out. There's a deal that they made. The deal is that they'll let her be on the show, but the cost for her being on the Lee Camp show was she can never, ever, yeah, have DJ L7 on her program, yeah? Oh, let me, actually, I haven't put this video out yet, yeah? I might do that at some point. Let me actually put this on. This is me going to the FDR event with them, right? See, now, Lee Camp doesn't have to do that because he's a celebrity. You know what I mean? He gets to be somebody.
Studio 7 out here, looking live and everything.
People support him. What is this? Hold up.
Helping me, hell yeah.
Oh no, that's me at the family day. Hold up. Is this family day? No, it's family day. Yeah. 7 live and direct. Okay, wait, hold on. Yeah, this is me at their event, yeah? Still at the FDR Museum, oh yeah? That was a cool day. We went to the FDR Memorial. They were bringing it to FDR, yeah? Look, I always support these people, yeah? They say the right thing, but when you look at the actions, I got some real serious questions, you know what I mean? So these people are... They saying all the right things, but really when it comes to, you know, there's me wearing the shirt right there, you know what I mean? Yo. Are they gonna, is Diane Sare gonna look out for people that stood up for her? Or as soon as you're done, like, you know, or as soon as someone bigger, better comes along, they're gonna flush you in the fucking toilet, you know what I mean? I wanna know. I wanna know. And, look, I get it, but that's not what you're supposed to stand for, you know what I mean? You're supposed to be better than the Democrats and Republicans. You're supposed to be a choice for the little people like me, yeah? But you playing the same game. All right. Well, there's some LaRouchians who, who appreciate what I've done. You know, I mean, whatever. And, they are not really so willing to sell out, someone who's clearly been, doing a lot of stuff with y'all. I mean, come on. This is garbage. The camp? What? Let me go check my chat right here. It says the people are watching, right? Let me see. Yo, is this... Where you at? We Need Critical Thinking. You gonna be here? Go ahead, say something. Yeah? 3 people watching. Who's watching? It's gotta be, the LaRouchis, right? Yeah, y'all probably watching. Probably the LaRouchis. Say something. What's up, Anna? Oh, damn. Yo, I'm thinking about heading out to North Carolina. I got peoples out there now, yeah? I'm doing work with this lady called, let me see if I can show you the Instagram. Anna, where you been at? Oh, my God, I've been missing you, yeah? Oh, my God. Yeah? So, yeah, I've been, this is actually another actress I've been working with out in North Carolina. And, ooh, what's going on here? I'm not going to my messages, right? Well, I really don't have much to hide, right? I think Crackhead Barney's doing something with me. This one, right? Oh, this is Love Point. Yeah, this. She's actually from North Carolina. She's an activist working on public housing issues, stuff like that. And I might be going to visit her. I got some other people in North Carolina that I work with too. Anna, you had a lot of smart things to say. You are actually involved, right? So I would like to reconnect with you, yeah. Just right. Well, in a while. But yeah, so look, this is really going on, yeah. And if you take a look at this air campaign, right, all she focuses on Russia and Ukraine. Oh, actually, let me find my voicemail. Yeah, there's other dudes. Oh, Jeremiah. Yeah, Jeremiah. Jeremiah came to you, and I put him in my newsletter, right? Yeah. Yo, Ukraine is not the only place getting messed up by U.S. imperialism. I mean, so is Korea. So are a lot of places in Africa and Asia, right? Ethiopia going through big issues right now. You know what I mean? Well, actually, that's kind of over, but that's huge, man. That's really, the people. I'm put this guy on the screen right now, right? This is my man who was at the event. Who was at some events with us too, yeah? I put this in my newsletter. This is talking about Namibia, yeah? Namibia, yeah? Look, there's a lot of people suffering from the American imperialism, but all they talking about Russia and Ukraine, you know what I mean? Yo, look, I stand with my other brothers, and besides, they helped your campaign, Diane. Right, yeah? If you have a platform now and you getting onto these people's shows and stuff, you know what I mean? I'm not mad at you being on there, but I'm mad at the fact that you turning your back on us. Right? The people that had your back, like myself, like Jeremiah. Look, there's a lot of people. You could actually now you can actually bring us up with you. But are you going to just leave us behind? Right? That's their price. Diane, you're really breaking my heart over here. Yeah. Ooh, but Anna. Ooh, yes. Anna, let's talk again. Yeah. I really like to reconnect with you. Anyways, yeah, Anna's from my friend from North Carolina, very important state. I'm not going to go any more further than that, but yeah, she's pretty cool. Yeah, I'd definitely like to reconnect with that. All right, so that's basically it. Yeah, this is really sad to watch this go down. I'm sure that Diane knows what a powerhouse I could be on these streets. You know, I mean, come on, Diane, you know too. Let's see what I've been saying to Diane. See here. Okay. Okay. I bet Hinkle ain't there either. Yeah. Yo, I sent her mad stuff, you know what I mean? While y'all flew Hinkle in town, they did. Yeah. Elvin was cool. Lynn calling the cops ain't gonna stop me. You know this, Diane. Caleb Maupin deleted his Twitter and YouTube, but put back. He's super good from the evidence out there. This is heartbreaking, you know. I'm not told of this, yeah? I got emails too. Let's go and dig those up, right? Yeah, let me show you that one. Oh my God. Okay. I'm still not hyped about the Hinkle thing I did. I've been endorsing for the Senate for the 22 race. I'm just learning more about the group and finding out about more what y'all stand for. I see y'all claim comments, but I don't know what this exactly means because there are many styles. So look, we have been in communication, right? I do have Sarah emailing me back, right? It's not like, oh, maybe she doesn't agree. Maybe she doesn't know what's going on. She knows, yeah? Okay. Oh, will Jackson Hinkle help you? No, but I would. I actually do work on the ground. I actually investigate stuff. I'm actually working on it right now. Right, the $20,000 that I mean 20,000 votes that went missing. These fucking elite campers ain't gonna do shit about it. Is he even gonna talk about it on his program? He might, yeah. Out of that whole fucking group, right? Yeah. Instead of helping a dude like me out here and staying close to a pair of sex perverts, yeah. Caleb Mop and Nick Mott, half his board fucking resigned. Fucking resigned. Yeah. Let's see if we got some more. There's another Asian American brother. I'm trying to get people to show up. They're trying to get people from prison to, I am moving. Okay, that's great. They're trying to actually Section 8 affordable housing reform apartheid, just so you know. Down in North Carolina, where, some of my friends is at, they actually have already gotten rid of public housing that's replaced by Section 8, which is a new form of community control. And they're designing communities, right? So ex-cons going to community with no resources, and this is going to happen tomorrow. So look, my hands are full. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm working on a lot of issues, trying to protect our community from the designs that they have for us. Yeah? I'm doing real work out here. What the fuck is Lee Camp doing? Yo, what Lee Camp doing is let him try to do anything in New York. You know his shit's getting shut the fuck down. Yeah? Yo, you don't get to fucking replace me. Anyways, yeah. Look, we'll see what's up. Basically, that's what I say. I hope someone else got something to say in the chat right there, because I'm about to shut it down, yeah? I know LaRouche people are watching. I know y'all watching this, yeah? I'm a friend. We stand for a lot of the same issues, fighting the imperialism, stuff like that, but I don't just fight the imperialism going on in Ukraine and Russia, by the way. They say the first thing to go in war is the truth. How much do y'all really know? Do y'all actually have Russians, Ukrainians on your show? How about, I do. Vitaly Filipchenko, he's actually on my show. Yeah, he's actually Russian, knows people in Russia. Yeah. What do you know? Well, I mean, you are meeting with your leaders. Let's go to a symposium. Look at, oh my God, Sare Branos. Yeah, this is amazing. Yeah, Diane Sare. Yo, come on, man. Are you serious? Diane Sare Brana. Let's see, they had him at the symposium at Schiller Institute. Let's see, Nick Brana. Damn, I gotta really look for this. Did they clear that shit already? Look, you really should. Here it is, yeah. You know it's embarrassing. How long are you gonna leave this up for? Yeah, oh, this is hilarious. Yeah, oh, how long? Nick Brana, oh my God, y'all man funny, yeah? You got people from Colombia, you got people from Guyana. Okay, that's cool. That's kind of fucking cool, yeah? You got anybody from Korea? I'd love to see that one, right? Yeah, you want to talk about nuclear war. How about Korea got a lot of stuff going on right now. Kim Jong-il just released a video with him with ICBMs, you know what I mean? Kim Jong-il and his daughter. Yo, that's serious. What other fucking dude is going out with his daughter to show the nuclear weapons and putting that video out to the world, you know what I mean? Yeah, look at this one right here. This happened about a year ago, yeah? And then Kim Jong-il daughter. Yeah, recently he has this picture. These are actually new ones. Seen during North Korean missile launch. They're launching missiles, dude. Right? Yeah, but there's no nuclear threat there. But y'all don't want to talk with a Korean American like me. Instead, you talking to Lee Camp, who has it life on easy street. He's been taken care of by Dore, telling his little funny ha-has. You know what I mean? Fuck you, man. Yo, you telling funny ha-has in the studio. I'm out here on these streets. Man. Yo, you ain't allowed to do nothing no more out here in New York, Lee Camp. And, honestly, serious people still permitted to do stuff, but they will be questioned publicly, right, regarding this stupid tie. Everybody can make a mistake, but y'all keep riding this train. Yeah? Y'all are staying on this train because y'all want those juicy views there and that clout right there. Y'all are bugging. There's no way. They're making me a victim. They're two watching, yeah? I'm just gonna check shots. This stupid tie. Yeah, this is done. All right, bye.